Okay, this is Cristobal. I'm a tester from Activision Games, and I'm doing a demonstration of Ultimate Spider-Man from Treyarch and Activision. And this game utilizes a 3D comic inking technology, as you can see. Got real juicy colors, great art style, and it's based on the Ultimate Spider-Man comic book, hence a comic book look. So I'm going to swing through the streets of Queens, New York. This is going to be a free roaming game, and you'll be able to swing through Manhattan, through Queens, and okay, so I'm going to go down to Peter Parker's high school and show you our awesome motion graphics panels that we use for our cutscenes. Okay, so this is based on the Ultimate Spider-Man comic book, so it's an updated version of Spider-Man where Peter Parker is a web designer for the Daily Bugle, and it's been updated for a modern day audience. So what we have here is they find out that there's something on the loose and that Peter Parker should check it out. Spider-Man. Okay. So here I'm trying to catch up to what the source of the problem is. But in the meanwhile, I'm seeing that people are in danger, so I have to save them on time. While I make sure I don't get too far away from what's happening.
Easy stuff.
Alright, so you see the red outline, the green outline means he's safe. It's another motion panel scene. You see how the comic panels are integrated with the gameplay. Okay, so here, this is what we call a threat assessment meter. It's a timer that's ticking down, and basically you have to solve it on time or else you fail the mission. In later parts of the game, you may have to balance between which ones you do in order to get everything done on time. Alright, so these are the thugs that were stealing TVs just a minute ago. You have different moves. You have to zip them up in a web and so the cops can get them. So here's another person we have to rescue, and in this case, it's a multi-stage process. I have to pull the car off, and I have to get her out from the hole she's in. As soon as I get her out, the car goes right in the subway entrance. So I have to put her in a safe place, get the car out of the subway entrance, and then I'm gonna move on. So coming up is a really cool motion graphic sequence featuring the Rhino. It's another example of our comic panels, how they tell the story, they jump out the page and bring the story to life.
Hey you, is that a rhinoceros horn or you just happen to be...
And I just love this because Rhino is just like bigger than the page.
I'm so scared I can't even finish my own joke.
So I'm all the way across pages and pages of comic book panels.
Don't worry, nothing's broken. Except my spine, a few ribs, everything else.
So Spider-Man jumps from one panel to the other and resumes the action. And this goes on. Eventually he hits a bot. He goes into a confrontation with the Rhino, but I'm going to show you another part of the game, which is that you can play as Venom. Venom is almost half of this game. Give you another look at our character design, our 3D comic inking technology for the characters. Notice the morphing eye texture right there. So Venom's a little different from Spider-Man. He's got different moves. He's got a locomotion jump. He can propel himself forward. and he's just generally a bad guy. His suit is draining his energy, so in order to get his energy back, he feeds on citizens. Can generally wreak havoc, throw cars, climbs the walls. He can do some damage on our walls. Come right up, and I'll show you another sequence, another comic book sequence. This time for a mission that's going to feature Venom. So that's Peter Parker. He notices something's going on, and it's Electro. So Peter Parker notices that Venom's fighting Electro, and he goes in as Spider-Man to go after Electro. He's a little jealous that he's fighting Venom.
Wait a second. Are you fighting another superhero on the side? I thought you and me had something special. I bet it's Daredevil, isn't it? What does he have?
I did it. I finally got
Okay,
that
so
little
now
goose.
Spider-Man is down, and Electro wants to
Finish
get
this
him,
up.
but Venom wants to get him too. So what ends up happening is a battle
Like hell.
over who gets to
I got
fight
this.
Spider-Man. And I want to add that the story for this Ultimate Spider-Man game was written by Brian Michael Bendis, the original writer of the Ultimate Spider-Man comic book series.
You're gonna pay for that.
Use the big ball and notice the physics on the cars from the electricity damage. So he's gonna go up. He notices that he's in trouble, so he's gonna charge up on the blue
We're gonna
sign
do this.
here.
We're gonna do it right.
Power himself up, and this is gonna be the second part of the boss battle.
That's more like it.
So now Venom can't touch him, and he has to find another way to defeat Electro. So, let's try a car. Can I hit him with a car? Yes, I can. He goes. He gets out of his suit for a second. I get a chance to wail on him. Comes back. Another way I could do it is water. The Electro is vulnerable to water. See, he falls down. Back like that again. You get another chance to get out of it. Alright, this is Ultimate Spider-Man. As you can see, it's got a wonderful graphical style with our 3D comic book inking, our 3D motion graphics panels. You can play as Spider-Man and Venom, and it's going to have the largest cast of characters, Marvel cast of characters in a Spider-Man game. So it's a can't wait title, for sure. And I hope you enjoyed it.